Let's see what we got going on here. Ah, there we go. Just bear with me, guys, just a second. Okay. All right. I think we're live here. Let's see. All right, just make sure everybody can hear. Let's see here. All right. Just testing, testing. Just testing, testing. Okay, just making sure. All right, red carpet is getting ready to start. Okay. Let's make some adjustments. All right. So let me know if you guys can hear me. Hey, One Little Park, what's going on? Just making sure you can hear me. It's my first time live streaming, so I just want to make sure everybody can hear me. All right, cool. Okay. All right, looks like they're opting for the purple carpet treatment here. For anybody who's interested, the live stream can be found over at the Marvel YouTube page if you want to watch along with me. They're up and running. Cool. I'm watching Game of Thrones right now. Yeah. Yeah, I watched Sunday's episode about 2 or 3 hours ago, so. Okay. Oh, that's nice. They got a nice little setup going on there. They got like the giant A in the middle of like the floor, and it's kind of like a circle around it. That is pretty impressive. Oh, and it revolves? Nice. Yeah, they want us to meet the stars of the movie plus the extended MCU, which means Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. people are going to be showing up like they do every single premiere. I don't know. I'm getting excited for this. I know, like after today, just all the spoilers are going to start hitting the internet. So I know they had that leak last week, but yeah, I'm getting excited for this. I can't wait. Just stay off social media if you really don't want to be spoiled. I'm pretty much going to be gone after tonight. I'll still put stuff on the channel, of course, but I don't know. They're showing the trailer again. really enjoyed this trailer. I don't think it gave away a lot. It just, and the Russos have already said that they're only going to be showing like the first 15 minutes in these trailers. So, yeah. Does anybody die in the movie? I'm sure there's going to be death. I don't want to even speculate who, because we're probably wrong, or it's probably going to be who we least expect. I know everybody expects Cap or Tony. I wouldn't be surprised if neither of them die. No, there's no spoilers. Let's try to keep the spoilers off. So let's, yeah, I don't, it's just my opinion. I don't think those two are necessarily going to die. I think it'll be somebody that we know, somebody, but we don't expect. Chris Butler, what's up? Chris, you better bring the tissues for both of us, man. Whatever it takes. What's the over under that? How many times they're going to show this trailer in this red carpet or purple carpet? Still like watching it though. Globalist agenda. Oh, there's going to be a lot of butt kissing in this red carpet too. I just hope like we get like all the stars at this thing. I don't want it to just be like three, because we know how huge this movie is. Now the real question is, are any of the dusted heroes going to make an appearance? That would be interesting. Or is it just going to be like the main six and then like a bunch of Agents of Shield castmates? Red carpets right now, Chris. I would love to see Thanos win an Oscar. Oh no, the cosplayers. That's a good nebula. I gotta say, that's a really good nebula. Mm. Hey Ed, hey, what's up, man? I don't think we're getting the female Thor just yet. I don't think Chris Hemsworth's going to be done. I think he's sticking around, and I would not be surprised to see him in Guardians 3. I think that might be a thing. Yeah, Ed, I know what you mean. It's only going to get worse after today because they're going to be screening the movie for the critics and everybody. So I know, man. I know. Like I'm bailing off Facebook and everything after tonight, because, as I said, the critics are going to get a hold of this, and every web page and review site's going to can't help themselves but spoil the movie. They have this woman that does the red carpets, and she gets a little too dorky about it. But you know, they kind of have to do that on the red carpet. It's like, I guess nobody's showing up, so they're vapping to the camera. All right, your theory is Nebula's going to die, Benjamin. We're going to get. My theory is we're definitely getting a cool moment with her. Uh, I hope she doesn't die. I love Karen Gillan. I think she should stick around. Oh yeah, Gamora is definitely a wild card in this movie. I still think, you know, I don't know if they've ever confirmed it, but I still think she's in the Soul Stone. Like that's her. She's there. Chris, you can watch it on Marvel's YouTube channel. Just type in Marvel. I think they're Marvel Studios specifically. Come on, let's see some stars. This is probably going to run about an hour and a half, I would say, maybe two tonight. Do I think? I don't know. I don't think they're going to go Cap as Hydra. I'd be very surprised. I hated that storyline personally. The problem with the movies is you can't spend too long on a plot point, so you got to make it really count. I don't think they're going to go back and do Hydra, right? Or, like, I don't know. I don't think that was an overly popular storyline anyway. I think you'll see somebody else take the mantle before you see that. Yeah, I don't know about the X-Men yet. I think that we're still a ways off from that, unless Feige is just flat out lied because he said that's going to be a few years down the road. So I think we're going to see the Fantastic Four before we see Wolverine or any X-Men. Yeah, I wish Stan was still here. I think he would have loved this. I think he would have absolutely loved it. I just can't get over how cool that display is. That rotating Avenger symbol. It's really neat. I would love to have been at this premiere. That would have been so cool. Now they're showing how they're building the setup. That is impressive. Marvel's not dead. Come on, stop. Uh, Ed, man, Fantastic Four. I want to see it done right. I think we're owed that at this point. Um, I want to see a good Fantastic Four. I know the MCU can do a good job with it. I think there might be starting to cut to some stars coming in. No, I don't think Marvel is in any trouble. I think you know, it's sad that Stan passed and everything, but I have faith that Kevin Feige can keep the ship going on this. Oh, dude, you have no idea. Benjamin, I'm super looking forward to that soundtrack. But beware, if you're looking for the soundtrack, chances are it's going to have spoilers in the title. So see the movie, download it after, because they almost always put spoiler stuff in the soundtrack titles. They'll probably release it, I would say, Friday or Saturday at the latest. So most of us will have seen it by then, so it shouldn't be a problem. But oh, come on, let's get to some people. Hey, toy spoilers are terrible. They were putting out that stuff like 6 weeks ago with spoilers. I hate that. I don't think Feige's out maliciously trying to wreck anything, man. All right, so they got some TV people up there from Cloak and Dagger. Anybody see Cloak and Dagger? I've never seen it. I'm trying to cut down on some TV stuff, but I haven't been hearing glowing stuff about Cloak and Dagger, so I've just stayed away. All right, Ed. Have a good one, man. Thanks for chatting. Tony Stark as Iron Man was perfect casting. Perfect casting. I know they've had perfect casting since, but I think still the best is the first. I think Robert Downey Jr. As Iron Man is perfect casting. It's gonna be sad to see him step back. Oh, you mean Spider-Man: Far From Home? Homecoming was okay. Far From Home, I'm having high expectations for. It's gonna have a lot to live up to, considering it's coming right after Endgame. I wonder if they put a limit on TV personalities that are allowed to attend the Endgame premiere. Long. All right. This guy looks awesome. I love his wardrobe. It's pretty awesome. The only thing you want to watch at the moment is Zorro, classic or Banderas. Yeah, I like the first Banderas Zorro. I didn't like the second one. I don't know, something off about that one, but I love the first one. I thought it was really good. All right, now they're starting to show more. I love Desperado. Robert Rodriguez, El Mariachi, Desperado, Once Upon a Time in the wet in Mexico. I love all three, but Desperado is amazing. I love that movie. Yeah, Benjamin, I'm with you right there. Totally. It had that weird. There was definitely some creative changes going on between films, and not for the better. But yeah, the first Zorro was great. The second one, just I've seen it like one time. I never felt the need to have to go back, but I loved it. I love the first one. Mm. I love how they're trying to just like ask harmless questions, like they're really trying to inquire about stuff. The third Zorro movie is Puss in Boots. Okay, sure. Is the collector dead? No, I think Feige or somebody said, or the Russo said that he was not dead. Well, you're going to see more Howard the Duck. They're doing a animated series. I believe Seth Green is part of that. Um, so he's definitely going to be on Hulu. I believe they're streaming that on Hulu, going to be streaming that on Hulu. Yeah, I'm with you if they ever did a third Zorro, but they won't. They'll reboot it first before they make a third one. I mean, it's possible they could continue it, but it wouldn't be like he would be the Anthony Hopkins role, and then there would be like a new Zorro, like their child. Well, Shuri was confirmed by the directors to be dusted, so she won't be in, as far as we know. But Nebula, yeah, absolutely. Oh, all right, here we go. Elizabeth Olsen. I like her as the Scarlet Witch. Honestly, I can't wait to see her in the streaming show. Got the bangs going. Yeah, WandaVision. I'm excited for it. I can't wait to see it. Keep in mind that these shows that are going on the Disney Plus streaming are made by Marvel Studios. They are not made by the TV division. So they're going to have a bigger budget. They're going to look better. They're going to have a tighter story, and they're going to bring in actors from the actual movies. This isn't going to be like, oh well, it's sort of connected, but not really like the TV stuff. This is going to be quality shows, like Game of Thrones level budgets. So I'm excited for it. I can't wait. Yeah, the thing about the Hulk is it stinks that they don't have the solo film rights because I want to see a Gray Hulk movie. I want to see Hulk versus Red Hulk. I want to see Abomination come back. I want to get good stuff, not this tacked on stuff from like Thor Ragnarok and Avengers. Like I want to see him like really develop a story. I don't know if we'll ever get that, but I want to see the Gray Hulk. I'm kind of getting tired of green. Um, yeah, Red Hulk all day. She Hulk. I would love to see She Hulk. I would love to see like a Hulk movie. Regular Hulk, She Hulk. Even let's go Red She Hulk. I get Betty Ross back in there. I think they can still do stuff with that character. So I never liked Hulk and Natasha hooking up. I didn't like that. I didn't hate it, but it wasn't my preferred. Like he was like, for me, it's always been about him and Betty. You know, I don't think they even hooked up ever in the comics, unless they did it after the movies, just to be like kind of linking the movies and comics together. I don't know about anybody else if they're watching this the red carpet, but I'm like mesmerized by the spinning A. Um, Another solo Iron Man movie, I would absolutely love it. In fact, I wish they would have been able to do Armor Wars. That's my favorite storyline from Iron Man. And I don't think it has anything to do with money. I think it's just maybe he's tired of it for now. But maybe he'll change his mind. Oh, look at that. Legos. Those Legos, right? Yep. We got Lego display. Anybody who wants to know what to get me for my birthday, a Lego Infinity Gauntlet would not be refused. Venom is part of the Sony universe, so he doesn't really count. Um, they're not joined to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so he's still kicking. Oh, they're doing an Iron Man Hall of Armor Lego set. I may have to invest. Once again, Avengers or Lego culprits of spoilers. No, the oh, so they're showing it on the red carpet, the Avengers Infinity Gauntlet. It's like life size. I don't know if they can put it. They're going to do a store yet, store retail release. Now they're showing how they built the Legos. I would love like this is just somebody's job to put together Legos. They're showing the Infinity Gauntlet. It's badass. Yeah, I've seen the Legos over at Target. It's an absolutely sweet retirement plan. We just saw a commercial for Legos. That's what they just put on here. It was a cool commercial, but Lawrence Fishburne. Please, oh God, please tell me he's in this movie as Goliath. I would freak out completely. If they show him, if he is in this movie as Goliath, I would absolutely love it. That was like my big thing about Ant-Man and the Wasp. I feel they wasted that opportunity, but if um, if he's in this as Goliath, that's like all is forgiven, honestly. Indiana Jones 5. Oh. Yeah, it's like it's funny because if they did Kingdom of the Crystal Skull right, they could have ended it there, but they kind of mucked it up, so they have to put out another one. But that means more merch for everybody. You know, just can't wait. Yeah, it's funny. I'm interested in the trailers too, Chris. Like, I'm wondering what we're gonna get in our viewing. Dep Rise of Skywalker is almost, I think, 100% guarantee. The only thing that might not be is if we see it in, like, depending on the format. I've heard different formats are getting different trailers, so we might not get it in that. Don't worry, don't worry. We might get it. We might get it. You know? You remember the days when they used to show brand new trailers actually at the movies? Who dies in Endgame? No idea. Alan Silvestri is now on the cart. God, I am a huge fan of this guy. I am a huge fan of this guy. I think I own about 95% of his soundtracks. I would say, Benjamin, I would say Back to the Future is his most iconic. I think every well-known composer slash musician has their iconic thing. I think Back to the Future is his. It is iconic. John Williams, Star Wars, Indiana Jones. He's got like 20 iconic movies, but I would say Back to the Future would be Alan Silvestri's what he's best known for. But he's done so much more. Like so much. Like The Abyss was him. One of my favorite movies of all time, and I love that score. It's such a beautifully haunting score. There's a lot of purple on this quote unquote red carpet. There's overpowering purple here. I think they should have probably. I think this was a slightly wasted opportunity. They should have done like more of an Infinity Gauntlet theme. You could have had different colors going everywhere. Yeah, I would like to personally interview him. Honestly, I think I'd like to talk to him about some of his work. Yeah, I listen to a lot of scores personally. Like usually when I'm kind of like working or doing something like that, I always like to listen to scores. Yeah, Roger Rabbit. No, we got they're interviewing the writers. I think. Yeah, the screenwriters. It still amazes me that the Russo brothers, who came from TV, Community, really had an amazing first movie, like The Winter Soldier. Just, I'm still amazed by that, and I still say it's the best made movie in the MCU. It's funny. You want to get spoilers? Talk to the screenwriters. They're why are you wasting your time with the actors? They're like rushing them off stage. Oh, there she is, Karen Gillan. How amazing is she? I thought she was really good in the last Jumanji, and I can't wait to see her in the next Jumanji. Yeah, Nebula's going to be in full rage mode. Am I a Game of Thrones fan? Yes, I am. I'm absolutely a Game of Thrones fan. Liking the new season so far. I can't wait to see next week. Like, think about it. We got Avengers Endgame, and then we got a big episode coming up for Game of Thrones. Are we talking about Karen Gillan? I think that's her hair, as far as I know. When they use her for Nebula, they just put a bald cap on her. All right, Chris, man. Tell everybody I said later, and I will see you in a few days. Yeah, next week on Game of Thrones, there will be blood. Now they're going to a audience bit. Give me 1 second. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh, the audience bits. Did she just say Flash was an MCU movie? That girl standing next to her looks a lot like Shuri. Endgame should be epic. Oh, it's going to be really epic. I cannot wait. It's like it's only a few days away, and it just feels like it's going to be like 3 weeks. Yeah, that was one. Oh, they're giving out Marvel watches. So, what's everybody most excited about for um, Endgame? Like, what do you want to see? Like, what's your number one moment you want to see? When will I see Endgame? I'm going Thursday night and Friday night. You want to see Captain Marvel get yeeted by Thanos? Yeah, I don't. I don't think she's gonna be the one to be like, you know, the one to finish him off. I think she's gonna get a little humbled. I think that'll happen. Rocket Raccoon. Oh, how good is Bradley Cooper in that voice? I just love it. Uh oh. Taika Waititi's in the hizzy. I gotta say, I love his suit. The guy's amazing. I love him. Yeah, I don't want to see any characters die either. I'm The reunion between Tony and Cap. Yeah, I'm with you. They need to kind of, bury that. I just can't believe it. The world premieres tonight. Um, as I mentioned earlier, if you don't want any spoilers, definitely stay off social media after tonight because they will be all over the place. Um, just tough it out until Thursday. If anybody's threatening you with spoilers in your personal life, definitely put them on block. These are going to be seriously the longest three, 3 days, 4 days. Yeah, there's seriously it is a spoiler minefield out there after tonight. So just proceed with caution. Yeah, Luke, man, that's probably the best thing you can do. I'll definitely be signing off. I'm still going to post my videos for the rest of the week, but that doesn't require any social media interaction. So, oh, there he is. There's Feige. There's Feige. I kind of like his hat. Yeah, it's funny. I was thinking the other day, in the last 5 or 10 years, have I ever been this excited for a movie? Infinity War, yes. But this one, because I know what happened in Infinity War, it's like more for some reason. So, why are they talking with everybody out in the street? Uh, I'll say it again. There's a lot of purple here. Oh, I love how Feige's getting technical. Oh, Infinity War wasn't a cliffhanger. It was just he won. Mm. Oh, there's Kevin Smith, professional hype machine. You're only giving your left nut. Come on. I think it would be ultimately funny if the people that were there at the red carpet doing the interviewing were not allowed to see the movie. I think that would be hysterical. Like, nope, gotta see it on Thursday. Linda Cardellini. Mm. Yeah, I just saw her in Curse of La Llorona. She was pretty good. I always like seeing her on screen. She doesn't get enough work on big screen. How many will die? I don't know. This is tough. It's like I don't even want to think about it because then that leads to like my expectations, and then I might be disappointed, or I don't know. I think we're going to see some death, but I still think it's not going to be who we think it is. Yeah, Benjamin, I'm with you. Infinity War was phenomenal, but this is clearly the conclusion of that movie. And I think ultimately both movies are going to be judged as a pair as far as like going forward. Yeah, they'll be like, yes, this was better than this. But I think when you think of one, you're going to have to think of the other. And I think they're going to be joined at the hip. All right, so we have our first dusted character appearing on the red carpet. She, according to the posters, she did not survive the snap, so she is here. So that means potentially we could see other people here. No, she was dusted according to the posters, and I believe the directors confirmed that she was dusted. Because they did those character posters about a month ago, and all the ones that were in color were still alive, and the ones that were in black and white were the fallen. I would just absolutely love to be at that premiere tonight. If anything, I could just catch a ride on the rotating A. That'd be fun. Bombs in the house. I'm really wondering what the next multi-year arc is going to be for these movies. They haven't really hinted at anything yet. I refuse to believe that Marvel is going to suddenly start making solo movies and not be building towards something. I think we're definitely going to be building towards something. I just don't know what that is. I think we're definitely going to get a hint though at the end of this movie. Who's that? I can't quite make them out. Oh, Don Cheadle. Okay. Chris Hemsworth is there with the missus. I don't know who's that. I think it's his wife, right? And so we have our second dusted. Mantis is there. Palm Clementine. So dusty characters are apparently coming to the premiere. Yeah, I was really wondering how long they were going to stretch that bit. Like, oh, they weren't at the photo shoots and they weren't there. I'm like, come on. There he is, Mackie. Look at him flirting. Look at him. I love this guy. Who's this that just got out? I love Anthony Mackie. This movie's going to break a ton of records. I think it has to beat Infinity War, which I believe was 257 million. It will then be the biggest debut, but then like a lot of projections are hinting at 300, which would be absolutely incredible. You imagine like opening weekend worldwide, you're almost hitting $1 billion. That's just insane. Is that Brie? That kind of looks like her. I can't tell. She's kind of turned. There's Ruffalo. Oh, there's Hems. Mexico, what's up? I kind of feel a little bit bad for Hemsworth. Like he's fine as an actor, but he doesn't get a lot of recognition outside of Marvel, and that's not a cool thing. But like here, he's a rock star, but a lot of other stuff he does, it's like it kind of goes a little unnoticed, which is a shame. The London premiere was disappointing and reminded me of a Bond film announcement. Yeah, these guys have been going all over the world the last week. How crazy is that? Nah, Thor is not done. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. All right, here's my thing about the characters, okay? There's a lot of money to leave on the table by sidelining all your major players forever. Whether we get recasting of actors, I would prefer the recasting of actors. But I refuse to believe Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man are going to be gone from movies forever. I don't buy it. There's too much money to be made for those characters. You know, as much as love as I have for a lot of the Marvel catalog, And I like Captain Marvel and some of the smaller. We've got an Eternals movie coming out. You're gonna sit there and tell me that the Marvel these guys are gone forever? I don't buy it. 100%. They will be back in some form. No, I'm not getting upset at all. I'm just using logic. There's just no way that those guys are gone forever. Is that Renner? Yeah, that's Renner. Honestly, how cool would be a buddy comedy with Mackie, Hemsworth, and Ruffalo? I would watch the hell out of that. Actually, I would like a movie like that movie with all the Avengers. None of them have superpowers, but just like 3 Men and a Baby. I think that would be friggin' hilarious. Oh, there's Igs. Iger. I wonder how much he really watches these movies. Has he seen a Marvel movie? Say what you will, the guy has, in his tenure as the top dog over at Disney, he's amassed an empire. I mean, that you can't deny that. It's just because I'm like huge Disney fan, and of course all the properties. So I follow that news quite a bit. But this man is just like responsible for some of the great acquisitions and restructuring of Disney in a phenomenal way. Yeah, I like the idea of a self-aware Avengers movie without the powers and just hanging around, kind of doing stuff like this. I'd watch it. I would. Directed by the Russo brothers. Yeah, Luke, I'm kind of with you there. I think this. I don't want to say it's the end at all for these characters, but there's still event movies that can happen. We can get Secret Wars, we could get Avengers versus X-Men. We'll see stuff like that, but I don't think this epic. I think I hate to say it, all downhill from here. I don't really believe that, but like this is a historical movie. I think the amount of star power is so prominent, and just this is an event film. And I think duplicating this is going to be tough. No time for tears, Luke. Let's get into the movie. Oh, Rudd. Okay, Paul Rudd is one like I would hang out with this guy, but I could never trust what he says to me. Yeah, I just watched Ant-Man and the Wasp the other day. I really like those movies. Deny. Love her dress. Robert Downey might be done. Probably, but as I said, I don't think Iron Man's done. I know Feige said this way long time ago. I think right around Iron Man 2 that they are not afraid to recast. But can you really recast Robert Downey Jr.? It's kind of like the Wolverine thing. Hugh Jackman I feel was iconic as Wolverine. So I think that's going to be the first test of this. I think we're going to get a recast of Wolverine, see how the fans feel, and then it's almost like a prototype of, oh, can we do this with Iron Man? Um, I guess Robert Downey is going to be last to show up. Got to be last. That awkward moment when Paul Rudd has to leave. Logan was amazing. Love that movie. And of course, you got to watch the black and white version. The Noir cut is the preferred. I've seen it, of course, in color in the theater, and I've seen it one time on 4K in color. But ever since then, it's always black and white. That's just how that movie's meant to be watched. Spencer, what's up? What's going on, man? Keanu Reeves Wolverine based on John Wick. I would not hate it, but I want him to keep making John Wick movies. I think he's probably getting a little too old, unfortunately, for Wolverine. But it's funny because I try to recast Wolverine in my head, and it's tough. Like I don't know who I could really see taking on that role, or what even approach they're going to take with that. Now we're going over Funkos. I know it's really hard to imagine anybody else playing Tony Stark. Like that is a tailor-made role. Like he was born to play that. There he is. Tessa Thompson. Yeah, definitely it was a comeback for Robert Downey Jr. And he didn't even have to really act in that. He just had to really play himself. Come on, like they got the small window on Tessa Thompson when they're actively interviewing, and they got the big window on Robert Downey Jr. He will get up on stage. So let's go back to Thompson. Sebastian Stan's looking a little too. That suit doesn't belong on him. I don't think. He seems to have like a lot of fun with the fans. I kind of like that, like makes them all. That is so weird looking at two Iron Men like almost next to each other. They gotta get that woman in the Hela costume up front. I want to see like the whole outfit. Brie Larson and Tessa Thompson hanging out over by the Lego displays. Benedict Cumberbatch. What's up, Jay? And now they're talking to Renner. Love it. I hope when they do that Black Widow movie, he at least pops in because they talk about that Budapest situation. So RDJ is doing live Instagram. Of course he is. Is that Pratt? Couldn't tell. Armchair Imagineer for Disneyland. Don't give me that responsibility because I would tear down the whole park and make it Marvel. No, I'm kidding. I'm really kidding. Um, I don't know. Like, I can't wait to see what they're going to do with the Marvel expansion on that. There's Bree. Imagine all the stuff Disneyland's getting. They get all the good stuff, with Marvel Land and such, but they can't do anything with Disney World because of the stupid rights issues. If you could resurrect a dead sequel, which one would you save? I still want to see another Incredible Hulk movie. I know the rights are all tied up with that Universal thing, but I want to see an Incredible Hulk, like another Hulk movie. You know, not that I don't like him in the other stuff like Thor and the Avengers, but I want to see a real Hulk sequel. Is that Miley Cyrus? Yeah, that's Miley. Oh, poor Bree. She got relegated to the small window of the interview. You only saw the Incredible Hulk the other day. What did you think of it? I liked it. if you get over that whole Edward Norton as Bruce Banner transition to Mark Ruffalo, I think it's a really decent movie. Honestly, I like it. Any Kirby fans out there? Because Thor Ragnarok was a Kirby wet dream. Honestly, it just that was just a one big homage to Jack Kirby. Yeah, believe it or not, it does. Incredible Hulk does a quite a bit of world building. We get nods to Captain America, Shield, of course Stark Industries, that kind of thing. Uh, I just hate that it kind of feels like it's underappreciated. All right, so we seem to be still missing. All right, they haven't interviewed Robert Downey Jr. We haven't seen Chris Evans. Scarlett Johansson, I haven't seen her. What are they going to do with Adam Warlock? Guardians 3, probably. Because they teased it at the end of Guardians 2. I don't see an appearance here in Endgame. Who's my favorite character? All right. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I love Chris Evans as Captain America. I think he's awesome. In the comics, I love the Hulk. I don't know. I've always been a Hulk fan, but I like Captain America, obviously Iron Man. My favorite villain has always been Thanos. Since I first read Jim Starlin books, of course that includes stuff he did in like the 70s and the 80s, and of course Infinity Gauntlet. It's always been my favorite villain. Yeah, Iron Man's amazing. And once again, Robert Downey Jr. is just iconic role, as far as being Tony Stark. Oh, the Russos, tell us everything. These guys have done an amazing job. Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame, just amazing. Benjamin, did you just discover Zorro or something? Zorro is awesome. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see that brought back, like in a new movie. I think it'll happen. I think it'll happen. There's Bradley Cooper. Oh God, him and Robert Downey Jr. I bet are like you'd get into a lot of trouble if you hung out with those two. Which is your favorite Indiana Jones? I love Raiders, and but I grew up. It's okay. I love Raiders. I grew up with Temple of Doom because that was my dad's favorite. But I don't know. I always liked Last Crusade. I love all three of those. And notice I didn't mention the fourth one because it doesn't exist. And there's Fabs. Speaking of the love story of Indiana Jones, how awkward was Crystal Skull like with that? It felt so awkward the whole movie. Even the dialogue was just very awkward. Just ugh. If this really is Robert Downey Jr.'s last movie as Iron Man, that is going to bring a tear. All right, who's expecting to cry during Endgame? It can happen. It's going to happen. Uh, Paltrow just crashed. And Evans is there. Jeez. Uh oh. Brolin as Thanos. Come on. Like, how awesome is he? Yeah, Gwyneth looks great. Brie Larson has not lost anything as of right today. I haven't seen anything. Although I think it was wise for her to go up there without anybody else to compete with. I don't know. Yeah, Gwyneth looks great. I love Chris Evans. He just loves his beard. Well, according to the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer, Happy's got another love interest. Bring back Brolin. I want to hear him threaten everybody. Ah. Ouch. Ouch. She mistook Robin Sparkles for Evangeline Lilly. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, man. That would have been hysterical if they even put Evangeline Lilly as the name across the TV. That would have been hysterical. There's Scarlett. About time. Where's she been? Oh my God, that was funny. That was funny. Wah, wah. Pratt. Chris Pratt. It's weird. Like the sheer magnitude of all these people in this movie, like this could be a 3 hour red carpet, really. So is he the first Guardian that we've seen tonight? Oh, Bradley Cooper was there. Oh man, I really want to see this movie. Who's excited for Black Widow movie? Really want to see that. Oh, I love like the thing she's wearing on her hand, like the Infinity, whatever you call that. Who is that? Is that Batista? I can't tell. They haven't shown. No. Oh, that's Vin Diesel. I was like, who is that in the camo? You weren't looking at her hand. Hmm. Oh, there it is. Now they're showing it up close. I wouldn't be surprised if Renner was drunk. Yeah, Benjamin. I think in the original Avengers, I had that experience. Like it was just something cool. Like going to these movies with a great audience really just helps make it like like kind of like keeps it as a special memory. And I honestly don't remember the hype on Age of Ultron at the theater, but I remember the original Avengers and I remember Infinity War, and I'm definitely going to be remembering Endgame. Embargo lifts Tuesday at 3 p.m. I know. So stay off social media because you know people are going to spoil it. I will not be spoiling it on this channel. Of course, I will do a spoiler review probably Saturday or Sunday. But my review, I'll post it on Thursday night, will not be spoilers. Oh, it's going to be very tough to like. It'll be like 2 minute video. I really enjoyed it. Absolutely amazing. That's all I can say. I think this was good casting for Doctor Strange. I was excited. This is another one I was excited about. I'm trying, Luke. You know, it's just got to build these channels up like slowly. So I'm doing my best over here. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. I just tried to give my honest opinion, and you know, I've been a movie fan for most of my life, and you know, I just want to put out good stuff. Mild concussion. Ooh. Is that Ruffalo sneaking behind him? I bet Ruffalo's excited he doesn't have to worry about spoilers after the next couple days. Yeah, I'm no good with headaches, man. Like, I get massive allergy headaches, usually in April, May, and again in September, early October, and it's just headaches all the time, and it just sucks. All right, if you guys could hang out with one person from this movie, who would that be? Cheadle. I love Cheadle as Rhodey. I did not like Terrence Howard as the character in the first Iron Man. I felt that was wrong from the beginning. It's just because I grew up with Iron Man comics, and he just didn't work for me as Rhodey. I was so glad when they replaced him with Cheadle. Chris Pratt, it's a good one. Do you agree that the female interviewer is a bit cringe? Yeah. Yes. she's she's not great. I can't remember which it was. It might have been Infinity War. She was just awkward the entire night. She's not as bad today, but yeah, she's not great. Yeah, but if you Terrence Howard was not. I still don't think he was right for Rhodey. I think he could have been right for another role. I don't know. I I like I like Cheadle more as Rhodey. but I don't know. I just never felt he was right as as a character. Who would I hang out with? I'm not sure who I'd hang out with. I would. I mentioned earlier I would hang out with Paul Rudd, but um, but I kind of would hang out with Chris Evans because I would just want to like tell just tell him he was cool. I like him in the role. I thought and plus Beard Brothers, that kind of thing. Yeah, but Terrence was never War Machine. He was Rhodey. He didn't even put on the armor. Um, yeah, I like him as an actor. I always felt he was wrong because I grew as I said I grew up with the Iron Man comics and I guess I had Rhodey as like a certain type in that and it just like Terrence Howard's too soft spoken and yeah he's cool but as I said I think he could have played a different character. The premiere I believe is in L.A. but I think it's at the new facility they built. Really? Oh. All right, just give me a minute, guys. 1 second. Whoop. Oh yeah. Diesel in the house. I think pretty much everybody's in the theater by now. All right, looks like they're getting ready to wrap things up. Yeah, they're going to see the entire film tonight. And then they're screening for critics. I think they're screening also for the critics tonight, and the reviews are going to be out tomorrow. Yeah, they're getting ready to wrap things up, so I guess I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you everybody for checking out the channel live stream. We're gonna do this again in the near future. So, but yeah, thanks for joining me here. And all right, I guess I will see you guys later. Have a good one.